Hi everyone, Renata here from renataporter.com. One of the areas that can be very difficult as a manager is managing the unmotivated. Sometimes it can feel like a daunting task to consider others' motivation levels because it's not a one-size-fits-all when it comes to a team, meaning they can't all be addressed in the same way. And for whatever reason, a lot of managers will just dismiss that person, calling them lazy or assign other negative names and behaviors instead of truly assessing and addressing the situation. As a manager, you want your team working at peak performance. And let's face it, everybody goes through a period of doubt, boredom, wishing for something more, or simply just being over it. The key is to get to the heart of what is happening with that person and then work through what can be done to get them back on track. So where to start? Firstly, I would recommend going through a personal audit. As a manager of a team, you're responsible for creating a healthy work environment and each person's well-being while they're at work. Some of you, I'm sure, will wonder why you should look at yourself first. And the simple answer is because the next step is to have a conversation with the other person. And if you aren't prepared with the things you could be doing better or differently, and that ends up being exactly what they tell you the problem is, chances are you'll be defensive and argumentative instead of simply seeing things just as they are and working towards a resolution. The end game is a highly productive team. So again, take stock in what you are or aren't doing. So here's a list of things that maybe you should consider. One, what is the temperature of the team right now? Are they getting along, communicating well, or are there factions or splinters? If there's problems, even small ones, do they affect this person in any way? Has this person shared their ideas and thoughts with enthusiasm where you've taken action on them? Or are they regularly dismissed or ignored? Have they been recognized for good works? Have they been thanked or congratulated? Are they being underutilized? Could they be doing more? Have they been doing the same thing for years and not been presented with opportunities for growth or advancement? Lastly, and for whatever reason, have you been micromanaging them? Do you have them on a short leash? All of these scenarios are ones that you can adjust in order to create a better work environment for them. You don't know until you honestly assess the situation. If we were to look at the scenario of whether or not a person's ideas have been taken on board, the answer could be a well-supported no. For example, maybe their ideas are always cost prohibitive, or they solve one problem but create another. My point is, there may be a good reason why that you haven't taken their ideas on board, but then you have to follow that up with another question. Have you done your part to explain this in a way that they understand but still feel valued for their ideas? Do they know that you appreciate their consideration for the team and department? And that even though you can't use this idea, that you value their input and you want those ideas to keep flowing and coming through. Once you've evaluated the situation from your perspective, the next step is to have an honest conversation with the other person. In today's article, I round out how to approach the other person to ensure that you have a productive and positive conversation. Please read through it and let me know what you think. Lead with greatness, everyone.